One of them is what's happening in Johannesburg, and Duduzane Zuma was expected to appear in court today. So we're going to cross once again to our reporter covering that story, Mahlako Komane, who is at the Johannesburg Central Police Station where Duduzane Zuma has appeared, and we understand he has been fingerprinted ahead of his court appearance later on. So once again, good morning to you, Mahlako.
Good morning, Sakina. We are indeed here at the Johannesburg Central Police Station, still waiting for Duduzane to finish with the process that he's undergoing, his fingerprints and just the basic that he needs to do before he hands himself over. But I have with myself here journalist Karen Moon, who's just going to talk to us briefly about, when he walked in, what are we expecting to happen today, and the possible charges that he might be facing, and just the case as a whole. Karen, thank you so much for talking to us. Karen, can you just please tell me, we saw he walked in here, obviously very lawyered up. Just talk to us about that, please.
Well, I think it was around 7:16 or so. You and I were both outside the police station. Very low-key entrance. Walked in with two of his lawyers into the Johannesburg Central Police Station behind us, and basically walked up to me, shook my hand, said he was doing well, asked me how I was doing. Walked in there. Is now currently being processed by the police station. Of course, he will be fingerprinted. He should get some sense at this point of what the exact nature of the charges against him will be. But at this point in time, still in this police station with his lawyers being processed, as we understand it, by Hawks officials.
Can you also just tell us, Karen, what are we expecting to happen? Obviously later he's going to make his way downtown. What type of charges could he likely face, and what act he could have possibly contravened?
Well, basically, he's going to be appearing in the Specialised Crimes Court, which is just up here in Elof Street in town. We know that his lawyers have been informally told by the Hawks that he has been charged in relation to the Mcebisi Jonas matter. Of course, that highly publicized situation where the then Deputy Finance Minister came forward in 2016 and said that on the 23rd of October 2015, there had been an attempt by the Gupta family to offer him 600,000 Rand bribe and a 600 million Rand payment to take up the position of Finance Minister and to essentially be act at the bidding of the Gupta family. Now, we know Duduzane Zuma has always denied that there was any such plot. He, however, does admit that there was this meeting. We know that he will be charged in relation to that. We know from the Public Protector's report that he was very pivotal to the Gupta's meeting with Mcebisi Jonas, that he sent those SMS messages. But it's really going to be interesting to see, is he charged in terms of a conspiracy charge? What exactly is the nature of the charge against him? We know that Thuli Madonsela said that the allegations that detailed by Jonas effectively amounted to a violation of the Prevention of and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act, but at this point, no certainty on the exact charge he will face.
And Karen, are we having any idea if the Guptas will also be coming in to face any charges? Are the police looking for them? Is there some sort of search that is going on internationally? Because we do know that with Duduzane, it was only when he landed in the country that he was then flagged.
Remember that the National Prosecuting Authority has said at this point they are not bringing any extradition proceedings against any member of the Gupta family, which is what they would have to do in order to get them back into South Africa to face these charges. Now, what the NPA has said is that if they extradite them simply on, for instance, RJ on this Mcebisi Jonas matter, because he is the person who is alleged to have made this offer, that in fact they can only then prosecute him on that charge. They're saying we want to finalize all our state capture investigations, of which there are about 12, like a dozen, simultaneously running, including the Estina matter, which is in court next month. We want to finalize all those cases, and then we will seek their extradition. So at this point, very, very unlikely that Duduzane Zuma will be tried when he goes on trial with anyone else. He will be facing these charges on his own.
Thank you so much, Karen. Indeed, Sakina, we are here and we will be here until Duduzane comes out. Hopefully in the next couple of minutes. We do know that the court starts at 9 o'clock, the Specialised Crimes Court. Back to you in studio.
Well, thank you so much. And of course, that's the main story today. Duduzane Zuma in court, and we'll be crossing over as frequently as we have to keep you up to speed with the developments around the story. We're going to take a short